hear a word, mathematics, the first thing that springs to our mind is numbers. But numbers form only a tiny part of mathematics, like reading and writing. Its absence is a major handicap. We can run our lives without much more, but our culture cannot run society by using such limits for ingredients. Numbers are the heart of mathematics, and all-pervading influence the raw materials out of which a great deal of mathematics is forged. Counting began long before there were symbols like 1, 2, 3. It is possible to count without using numbers at all. By counting your fingers, you can also record the count as scratches on pieces of wood or bone, or you can make tokens to use as counter-display desk for counting sheep or camels. The next invention beyond counting numbers was fraction, the kind of number we now symbolize as 2/3 or 22/7 or equivalently 3 and 1/7 between 400 and 1200 AD. The concept of zero was invented and accepted as denoting a number. Many story books say that the key idea here was the invention of symbol for nothing. Carl Friedrich Gauss, thought by many to be the greatest mathematician ever to have lived, once said that what matters in mathematics is not notation but motion.
Good day everyone, my name is Ferdinand Clint B. Dinopol and I will be representing the part of Group 3. There's many different interpret these more historic kind of numbers. For instance, a negative temperature is the one is coldest than freezing and the object with negative velocity is the one is moving backward, so the same abstract mathematical object may represent more than aspect of nature. 2. There is therefore said the irrational, that simplest way to enlarge the number system in instant as they are represented by decimal that go on forever, like 3.14159, where dots indicate the infinite number of digits. How many things can be real if even write them fully? But the name stuck probably because real numbers formalize many of our nature visual intuition about length and distance. The real number, one the most audacious and idealization made by the human mind, but they're used happily for centuries before anybody worried about the logic behind them, even though it was entirely harmless. In current terminology, the whole number 0, 1, 2, 3 are known as natural numbers. Real numbers are more general complex numbers, more than general still. So we have rational real numbers and complex numbers. We'll need to talk about rational numbers. So often, as I just said, we can ignore the complex number together. If you can start with numbers and form the square root, you get another number. Now is a good moment to open a Pandora box, explain one of the most powerful general weapon in mathematician, harmony, which might call triffication of process, mathematical, things that have no existence in the real world, but abstraction. Mathematical processes are also abstraction. So processes are not less than the thing to which are applied. The number is a process. As long ago, thing feels so totally. Everybody thinks of it as a thing.
We often think of an operation or a function as a thing to be formed, but it can also be very difficult to conceive of how things such a thing might look like from the point of view of someone who has not experienced it firsthand. In chapter 6, we will look at how mathematics has come to treat these things as if they are actual physical entities that we can touch anything physical entities. Computer science is a profession that uses the word "thief" as if it were a thing. It knows exactly what kind of thing it is and how to deal with it. Common example in computer science are lists and arrays. Russell admitted Principia Mathematica began with the simplest possible logical ingredient. The idea was it. Their main objective was to analyze the logical structure of mathematics. A major part of their effort went into devising appropriate data structure for the important objects mathematical. Mathematics is more like a landscape rather than a collection of isolated facts. Its users and creators are using geography to navigate through what would otherwise be an impenetrable jungle. Here in a particular mathematical fact we find other related facts. Both a proof and a novel must tell an interesting story. Both must be convincing. A good storyline is the most important feature of all. Both definition is the point. Both are about as useful as describing sentence as a sequence of sentences.
Hey everyone, my name is Rodrigo Galicia. I am presenting chapter 3. The important is it is emphasis that arithmetic it is no longer as regards to number but moreover regarding operation, regarding the logical relationship among facts and regarding proofs. He afford a representable instant of approach of locating symptom. It is create clean what a conditional abstraction approves. This may be now no longer really in arithmetic. Painting picture and writing poems are uncritical methods to emotional and sector and are result. There is a bit of this kinds of instinct. It is in anyone and there may be its crisis and terrible in every intuition. I also learned that patterns of shape and movements reveal the deep regularity and the world around us, especially the symmetry of and matter was composed an atom.
Hello guys, I'm Marty Gintala and I will summarize the chapter 3. The most important of we will treat the motion of the people plane or space as if they are things in warning you now because you might find it disturbing when happens. However, mathematics are the only people who play the thingification. Scientists have a useful term for things that can be built up from numbers by flying process. They are called them data structure. Mathematics build its basic objects of through in a similar they showed how to build up the rest. Mathematics raised by the description of its basic object is something like a tree-rooted number are branching into a ever more esoteric data structure by Bertrand Russell and Alfred North White, and he wrote an enormous 3-volume work. Their efforts went into devising appropriate data structure for important mathematics. A great deal of work is philosophy and foundation of mathematics has established some statement is both different miss the essential point.